reason I had to shove her into a closet without so much as a hello. She tended to sneak in through Hadley's window unannounced, and Dad happened to be coming up the stairs when he noticed me duck into her bedroom. The drunk act was my only saving grace, but I hated turning his demons against him. It was a cruel but effective means of protecting him. Cell phones broadcast radio frequency waves. Cassandra made the sign of the cross. The International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies RF fields as possibly carcinogenic to humans. You're not human, I pointed out, and vampires don't get cancer. Because they were already dead, putting them well out of the disease's merciless reach. The Catholic thing was a gray area for me. As a necromancer, I worshipped Hecate. As a resuscitated human, Cass had a more complicated relationship with her god. I used to be human, she countered. Besides, you can never be too careful. You're the next best thing to a mortal. And I want to stay that way. Giving it up as a lost cause, I got down to business. What's on the agenda for tonight? The slender vampire exited the closet dressed in black leather pants and a corset top that allowed her boobs to defy gravity. Her hair was dyed a shade of neon yellow that made highlighters everywhere jealous. I preferred the peacock blue from last month, but I wouldn't say so. I assume we've got a gig, I continued, since you're skulking in my little sister's closet. As often as I reminded myself Cass was a product of her time, that the whole corset and plumped breasts thing was a holdover from her human life, I wondered if she wasn't just an exhibitionist at heart. Why else would she give her boobs a pep talk whenever a hottie entered her line of sight, or kiss their rounded tops when they did a good job of luring in a donor, or have more wardrobe malfunctions than most strippers? We've got a runner. Her smile-bared fangs sharpened to vicious points. You game for a hunt? How are we going to blend into the night when your hair is radioactive? There's this amazing invention called a beanie. She produced one from her matching leather backpack. You slip it on and... She pinned her eye-popping braid on top of her head while she tugged on the knitted cap. Voila! She cocked a hip and rested her fist on the curve. They even come in black. She winked. Stealthy. You're a goober. I snorted as I rose and circled the bed to plunder Hadley's hope chest. How old are you again? Figuring it was the last place Dad would look, I had boxed up the wedding dress, the shoes, and the veil Mom had chosen for Hadley upon her birth, the whole shebang, to make room for the black leather outfit I wore whenever Cass came calling. A lady never tells her age, she said, with the haughty disdain worthy of a vampire. Mm-hmm. I tugged on the slinky, stretchy undershirt and pants first, then pulled on the skin-tight leather suit, thankful my top was long-sleeved with a collar for protecting my throat against fangs. Give me the deets. The newest member of Clan Willis, a Mr. Ron Turner, née Willis. Apparently his boyfriend Angelo paid to have him resuscitated, making him a member of Clan Willis. They broke up when Ron's fledgling vampire libido caused him to step out on his lover, who's older than him by about 90 years. Cue drama. We had both heard this story before, and it always ended in tears, or in blood, or in tears and blood. So, I cut in. Ron realized he still loves what's-his-name and can't live forever without him. That was usually how it went. Baby vamps really couldn't keep it in their pants. Their hearts had nothing to do with it. The decision was handed up to the brain from south of the belt. Rather than face the sun, which likely wouldn't kill him at his age, he ran away from home to avoid spending eternity with the clan of the man he can no longer have. I can't decide if you're an utter romantic for that bit of fiction, Cass said, or if you're the bitterest, most twisted soul I have ever had the great fortune to meet. I paused in stomping on my boots. Can't I be both? No. She popped me on the butt. You either believe in love or you don't. I believe in... I yelped when she smacked me again, harder this time. Quit that. I meant romantic love, and you know it.